Good evening everybody. Excuse me. Me and Oreo are ready for our stream tonight. I think Oreo is more ready than I am actually. Let's go do a full screen Oreo joining in camera. There we go. Good evening, Lord Lux and Nix. How are you both? Oreo's ready for his close-up. He's a little bit worried though. I'll go back to the main one. There we go. How is everyone? I hope everyone's good. Tired but good. Yes, I'm a bit tired myself. I was pretty exhausted yesterday, hence not streaming, but good to be here on a Monday night. Hope all is well and everyone had a good weekend and enjoyed the BlizzCon content. I missed quite a lot of it myself, but I was able to catch up on a fair amount of the news, which is quite nice. That was a nice spider mount down there. Quite like that one. Right, let's have a look and see where things land in the land of Azeroth. Now, I did manage to do a repost of everything very briefly this morning, so I'll have a look at the mailbox. I don't think there should be any. There's a couple of expires there. Let's take those out. But a reasonable sale there. A deep sea bat. Why is that for 863? That's super cheap. What else have we got? Honourable Combatants Mittens for 3,000. Hidden Satyr. That's a good sale. Pandaren Step sale. Interesting one. There's a shirt, Culturian Herbalism, Mark of the Frostwolf. We sold some fish and chips, that's good, 1,700. Gubsjack, how are you? Good evening. Thanks for stopping by. We're just going through our sales at the moment. Third Wind Potion and Sky Sapphire, managed to sell those, and some more mittens there of Fire Flash. So 2 lots of mittens of the Fire Flash there. One for 3,200, one for 3,600. Hoping that's still a profit. Should be. And then we've got Elemental Force and some gloves and Agility Cloak enchants. Okay. A decent amount, 36,000. I'll take that. That's obviously over a few days since I last streamed, which was Friday evening. So that's the whole weekend's worth of sales. So we'll take all of those. I'll just check my auctions, in fact, see where we are with everything. There's a few things at 12 hours. Might be worth taking those off and reposting, or I could just leave those on for the moment. We could probably do a restock as well. Ah, Couturus, how are you? You got here earlier today. Welcome, thanks for stopping by. What have we got on? Let's have a look and see what we can do. There's not many honourable gear that isn't epic on, just looking at that. Oh no, there is. There's a couple of pieces. Bracers, belt, and another bracer there. No mittens or boots. Okay, well let's have a look. Let's do some restocks and see how things go. Deviated Path, good evening, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, early 30 minutes before your dinner, so you won't stay long. Okay, well thanks ever so much for stopping by nonetheless. Very kind of you. Let's do some restocks of tailoring first. So if we were to restock, let's go to our groups. Let's do the Honourable Gear crafting. Nothing else is selected. So that would be 3 mittens, 4 cloaks and 1 in the pants. Okay. It's a day. They'll eventually get better. Yes, that's true. I'll go one way or the other. Got your first 1,000,000 gold. Oh, fantastic. Congratulations. That's a real milestone, getting that first 1,000,000. So let's see some chef's hat for Couturus. That's a brilliant milestone to go for. Congratulations. Zamarak, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. What do we need? Expulsum. We have 3, we need 8. Okay, let's go head over and make ourselves what we need to make, which will be some bracers. So we'll go to tie spray linen bracers. We can make 31 of them off the bat without having to do anything, so let's start with that. So we'll make this, we'll disenchant any of the blues, and then we will scrap all the greens and try and get ourselves some expulsum. Not sure we'll get it all in this one batch. I might need to make some more bracers. Whilst I'm here, that deep sea bag was really cheap. What's the crafting cost of deep sea bags? Oh, it's actually quite cheap. A deep sea bag cost me 743 gold currently to make. What with the price of deep sea satin and tie spray linen going down. Look at that, 4 gold 45 for tie spray linen. That's super cheap. I might need to stock up on a fair amount of that and turn it into umbra shards, because umbra shards are still, where are they at, 158 gold, and my custom price umbra shuffle makes the price of a bracer should be less than 127 for it to be profitable, and the crafting cost of a bracer at the moment is currently 92, so it's definitely worth me doing the umbra shuffle on that basis. I think I could do with making some more bracers. What am I missing? Nylon thread. Let's get myself a stack of that. So let's move over here, bring up my mount again. I haven't seen her yet, but I'm sure if she's around she'll come in. We're going to look for nylon thread that's cheaper than 60 silver. If there's any of that, we'll pick it up. Yep, there's a fair amount here. It's cheaper to pick this up. And then, where's the... Then we could probably do with actually buying some as well. Take all of this as it's cheap. There we go. And then I will make, repair, and buy a stack whilst I'm here. Take that. Save me having to pick that up from the mail just yet. And then I can make at least some more bracers. The rest is in the guild vault, so let's create 10 and then we'll head on over. At least this lot. We'll do this lot and then we'll pick up some more bracers if we need to. I'll take all these first. That's all of those done. Right, okay. So what have we got? We got all the blues to disenchant. So we'll take those first. The night is not incomplete until you see the drums reminder to come in. Yes, very much so. Well, if Mushy doesn't, feel free to shout out and remind me, because it's the thing that I always forget to do. Or the other suggestion was to make a whole load of drums and give them to Samadan to post on. Then I won't forget to keep posting them back on, because it'll become part of my normal routine then. I just have to restock on another character. Right, okay, those are done, and then we can go scrap. Let's queue everything up and scrap these. Fair enough. Right, Expulsum we're looking for. School Shane, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Me and the fam doing very well, thank you very much. How about you and yours? I hope you are well. We're just going through and getting ourselves a stock of Expulsum, hopefully. Not got anything yet. Oh, there's the first one. We might have to make some more braces. I don't think we'll get our 8 that we need out of this lot. Good evening, Marsper. How are you? How's your weekend been? I hope it was good. So I'll just scrap all of this lot. It looks like I've got some junk I need to sell there as well. I'll come back and do that. There we go. Ah, right one too. Thanks for stopping by. How are you? My weekend was very good, thank you, Manswer. I caught up on a little bit of the BlizzCon news. Not a great deal, to be honest. But the important, pertinent announcements, Warcraft 3 and such like, really liked that. And other than that, spending relaxing time, currently redecorating the living rooms, which is why everything's up in a mess behind me at the moment. What am I doing? Tie spray linen, braces. Doing pretty good, getting ready for another attempt at Heroic Fetid. Ooh, could be interesting. I haven't done any dungeons myself, but good luck. Not sure you should, but one of your emissary had a reward for 2k gold. Oh right, okay. I could have a look at that one, definitely. If there's any Tortollan reputation, definitely. Good evening, C. How are you? I'm doing very well, thank you. How about yourself? And so let's take a break from WoW, but still look forward to the stream. Oh, very kind of you, Deviated, to stick by. I know a lot of people are kind of finding other things they want to do with their time, their leisure time, but that's totally fine. We all have different things we want to do. I've gotten myself back into sketching recently, so I'm really enjoying that at the moment. Right, another 33 braces. Let's start with those. And then we can always get some more out of the nylon thread that I need to pick up from the mail. That's the next thing to do. At least this way we can get a fair few braces going. I love this part of the music. It's really nice on the soundtrack from the collector's edition. Just came to the realisation that it wasn't having fun anymore. Need to broaden your gaming horizons. Absolutely, that's exactly the best time to do it then. If you're not having fun and you have the awareness to recognise that and say, okay, well, if I'm not having fun, I'll go find something else to do. I reactivated WoW, so currently levelling in Draenor. Ah, excellent. How is Draenor levelling? Are you going for a light forged Draenei? Let's disenchant those two. There's a fair amount we can scrap, but I want to go and get that stuff from the mail. Let's go pick that up. The more nylon thread. We'll need that. So let's go collect that. And then we can use that to make some more braces, hopefully. How many braces can we make? Another 26. Okay, let's go with those. Having to check out the artwork for Nazjatar or the new islands coming up. No, I haven't seen those, Scorching. I'll have to have a look for those. Oh, you're still on your death knight. Oh, right, Z, okay. Still going strong in WoW, not bored. So much to do. More that take a break, the more gold you make, less competition. Yes, I guess you can look at it that way. I'm in the same boat, right one too. There's so much to do for myself that I'm a long way off being bored yet. I just spotted my reputation there. Tortollan Seekers has jumped up a fair amount. I've only got a little bit left to do on there. That's right down at the bottom. I might have to see if there's any world quests up and see if I can get that going in a moment. Ah, I'm Drift. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. We're just going to do a fair amount of scrapping for Expulsum. We're restocking our tailoring at the moment, so bags, we're going to disenchant. Let's just do a reset of those. That way we can see all the blues together. Disenchant those, get myself some Umbra shards. And then we're going to move on and scrap this lot. Okay, onto the scrapper, queue everything, and let's get scrapping. You find it the opposite. The more you do, the more you find more competition. I guess it does depend on the server and its population. Bit gutted you got online and realised you failed to store a lot of inscription stuff from the auction house on your little warlock tailoring and charting. Probably lost about 6-7 million's worth in stock. Ouch. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, it can happen. If it's happened if it's only expired a few days ago, you may be able to undo it through a ticket, or isn't there a system on their website they can help out with that? Might be worth a look into if it hasn't been too long since it expired, like a matter of days. If it's been more than that, then I think it may be lost for good. Right, how am I doing on my expulsum? Oh, we're up to 9. That's a good, healthy amount. I'm going to do some drawings for upcoming tattoo work. Oh, right, very interesting. I'm certainly open to commissions, definitely. If you ping me a message on Discord, whether the stuff I do would be good for a tattoo, I'm not sure. It's kind of because tattoo takes a certain style, really, doesn't it? I don't know how well that translates, but I'm always willing to give things a go. It was back in June, already had a GM look into it. Okay, big fat no. Oh, okay, so yeah. Yeah, June's a fair while ago. Right, and that's everything scrapped. Okay, so we have plenty of expulsum, and so now we can do the tailoring we needed to do, which was back here. So we need some more nylon thread now. We've got enough of that. We can just make ourselves buy a whole load. So we'll go here. I'll sell this junk whilst I'm here. Take those out. And then buy another stack of nylon thread. Okay. Filling your gamer sleeve. Oh right, you need a WoW piece and a couple of other games. Nice. A whole gamer sleeve. I'd probably end up with a Studio Ghibli sleeve if I was ever to get a tattoo. Or 3. Tailoring. Where am I off to? Oh, brain damaged. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. How's your weekend been? Okay, so we're going to make 4 cloaks. I haven't had any sales of those yet, but you never know. Mittens, we've got a few sales of those. And then pants, 1 of those. Oh, there we go, with the Cloak of the Peerless already. That's a good start, an epic. There's a hopeful chance of that selling. Now, how about the mittens? Be nice to get an epic. I have to reload after doing 1, so because of the way there's a little bug there. The second multiple of 1 that you go through for some reason doesn't work. Alright, what else have we got? Let's have a look. And the rest of the mittens, let's hope for an epic. None on that one. None on that one. Sadly. And then nothing on the pants. Okay. So whilst we're here, let's also restock on the rest of our tailoring, which is all of this lot. What have we got? Silkweave satchels are back in fashion. Hexweave bag. I'm not sure if I've got enough of that. Certainly don't have enough of that as well. So we'd have to go back to the garrison to have a look at that. Let's have a look at the price of Silkweave before we do that. Have I made and sold enchants? I have a fair amount of the old world ones. The new ones not so much because my skill and my ranks aren't that high. So what was I looking for? I was looking for, it was tailoring, wasn't it? Shalder Silk, that was it. What's the price of Shalder Silk? I don't believe I have a lot. only 69 in the guild vault. So well, there's a few below 2 gold 42, so those are definitely worth picking up. There's certainly not 1,000 Shalderai silk, which is what we need. So I could probably safely take all the 2 golds up to 4 gold. Let's start with that lot and see where I land, and just make as many silkweed satchels as I can with that.
If you find anything exotic,
Let's go pick up the mail from there. Let's open all that up. These have a WoW piece from another WoW player. Would be fantastic. Each one has a memory or mean to it. Oh, that's excellent. It's always good, isn't it? It's, you know, if you're going to do ink on your body, you might as well have, you know, a connection with it. Definitely makes new enchants and raise my enchant level. Exactly, Kuturus. That's next on my list of professions to get up, is going to be get my enchanting up and have a look at what I can make for a profit, because there's definitely going to be some stuff there. Right, so what can I make silkweave satchels wise? Well, we need to make these 2 as well. So gathering wise, yeah, we still need 721, so we're not going to get that much. So let's go head on over to the guild vault and pick up our missing bits, which is going to be whatever silk I've got left and the mage weave. Okay, the rest will have to wait. And so tailoring wise, let's make at least a shirt, a black swashbuckler shirt and black mage weave gloves. So that's going to be for someone who wants to do a little bit of transmoggy type stuff. Now, how many satchels can we make? How's the price looking of satchels? 497, that's why it's worth it. Crafting cost is 213. Is that all I can make? Just those ones? How much Shalderai silk do I have left? 68. Yeah, that's all I have left. Okay, so let's post this lot on, all our tailoring, and then we can have a look at restocking enchanting. Try and do it into... Ooh, Oreo's back. Come on then, Oreos. He's missing out some company. I'll have to dual stream and stroke Oreo for a moment. Okay, let's post scan on that. Right, what have we got? Let's have a look. So, black mage weave gloves, elemental force going back on, the mittens and the pants can go on. So mittens crafting cost is 1,400, so I'm still making a decent profit even if I sell them for just like 3,000. So it's reasonable, still reasonable, worth doing at least, because that's where I'm making most of my gold at the moment. Okay, so that's done. Let's have a look at enchanting. It's probably going to be, let's clear the queue, no more of those to be made. Let's look at my enchanting section, which is here. So, whoa, really as many of those? Heavy hide, hidden satyr, frost wolf, gift of haste, lots of cloak enchants, boots, various different boots. Let me just clear that queue and just recheck the auction house to make sure that my existing auctions have been checked. There you go, and then let's go back and then do a restock again. No, it does insist that it's going to be all of those. Okay, I'll see what happens. Estimated cost seems really low. A lot of these enchants will be cheap things. Some of these are going to be from the Tome of Illusions. These are going to be the expensive ones. So let's see what we have. A lot of these are old world enchants, and I can make them for peanuts basically. So a lot of this stuff I can pick up from the guild vault as well, so that's easier. Let's go head on over and see what we can at least pick up. It certainly knows that I've got stuff on the guild, in the guild bank, so it should be aware enough to be able to then at least pick all of those up. But it should factor that into the cost, I would have thought. Just a lot of these our temporal crystals are the things that... Oh no, we've got a fair amount of those, that's good. So the rest we need to do a conversion on. So let's have a look. Let's go out here. So Eternal Water, Volatile Air, buy from the auction house. Arcana and Mysterious Essence we can make with our enchanting ourselves. So the Mysterious Essence I've been using... Let's go back to the regular one here. I've been using the Ethereal Shatter. That's been the cheapest way to get it for myself. I need 14, so that means I need to do 5, because we get 3 per one. There we go. And then Arcana I can get from Lay Shattering, because I still have a load of Chaos Crystals I got super cheap. So I'll Lay Shatter the to get my Arcana, and if I run out of Ley Light Shards I can always do a Chaos Shatter to get some more of those, because I still have 568 of those. And then we'll have a look on the auction house for the rest of the bits. Let's run through those. Thankfully we can make a fair amount of Arcana. And then we'll pick all of those up. Right, okay, so that then leaves us with things from the auction house. Savage Blood, Eternal Water and Volatile Air. So let's see what they all come in at. Let's scan for all of them. Normally I like to look for these manually myself anyway. Now Eternal Water seems very expensive there. Normally my mat cost for that is coming in at 11 gold, because my purchase price, my average purchase price for Eternal Water is 11 gold, so that's a massive difference between 194. Yes, exactly, Kuturus. So I'll be better off getting the orbs and turning those, the frozen orbs. Now I can do that quite easily. I don't have Exalted, but I can certainly get the other things I need here whilst I'm here, and then I'll pick up the rest. So what do we need? I only need one of them, so I need 4 Savage Bloods. They seem to be a reasonable price. Mat cost is 54, price is 56. So I'm going to take those 4. And then the Volatile Air, how much do we need? We need 3 of those, and they're cheap. Volatile Air, mat cost is 61, so those are actually going to be cheaper. So now what I'd want to do here is buy all of these, but if I buy these, and then what will happen is TSM will stop at the first time I go over this. But actually what I want to do, if I buy this one first, then the next one I buy will take me the whole lot, and I don't have to worry about that disappearing. Okay. Savage Blood from Garrison if you have the spirits. I do have the spirits. Depends on the Savage Blood.
If you find anything exotic,
I've done it now already, so that's not too bad. Right, okay, so to do the next thing, best spot is to go to Dalaran, then Old Dalaran. Let's do it that way. Good evening, Perkin. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? How's your weekend been? Did you enjoy BlizzCon? So, Eternal Water. I need a mage for travelling. Yeah, very much so. We're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Round the houses, through the portal, into the Vale of Eternal Blossoms, and then try and get through as quickly as possible without crashing. There we go, and then we can run through the sets. Every time you log into your Brewmaster, you get confused why you can't port anywhere wherever you want. Yeah, I haven't played a mage before, but I can understand how the being able to port anywhere would be so useful. Right, what have you got? Frozen orbs. Now, we need to go to the area where the auction house is, which is through the window here, if memory serves. Now, the frozen orb vendor. One of these ones. Frozen orbs, 71. One of those.
Farewell.
And then hop out the window and look for someone with the lightning-y type stuff. Where are you? I think you were by the trade district somewhere, I seem to remember. Not the flower vendor. Where the transmogrifier was, I think. Let's have a look down here. Thinking down here. Here you are. Frozen orb. And we wanted Eternal Water. So Eternal Water, I'll take this. Now there's an opportunity for a flip here, but I don't know how much of a sale rate we're really going to have with these. I could buy them and sell them for 194, but I'm not really sure whether it's worth it because of the sale rate. I don't know how much people really need them. Nice to play the mage and port where you need to. Yeah, definitely. Just been enjoying the game, watching BlizzCon Arena Championships. Not much gold making, sadly. Need to get yourself together for that. Well, if it's fun, then do it. Then obviously, if not, otherwise. Okay, Kuturus, enjoy your dinner. Hope to see you again soon. Hey, Totems, how are you? Any reason why you're thinking about making a mage for Classic is the travel time? Yeah, it's a good idea actually for Classic. Who's ready for 40 people on Discord at one time? Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Right, mailbox. We need some mail. There we go. Let's pick up this lot. Take all of that. And then, enchanting wise, does that mean we can make everything? Let's have a look. Get rid of this. Actually, whilst I'm here, I'm going to make a temporal crystal on the daily cooldown. I'll do that. Made of million gold, flipping frozen orbs and internal last 3 months of Legion. People are lazy, but then you're on the high pop realm. Yeah, that is the thing. I'm wondering whether it's worth it at this stage of the game. Whether it would get me anywhere. I'm thinking with my population server, probably not. But you never know. Right, okay, so there's my big list of enchants to make. Lots of single old world bits and pieces, and some Tome of Illusions. So let's go with all of these. The only thing in main quantity is the Elemental Force. The rest is all single bits and pieces, some Legion stuff, some Wars of Draenor, Pandaren Steppe there. Just speed boost for ults really, and things like the Crusader enchant, Mark of the Frost Wolf, people like to use that. Windsong and Elemental Force are quite good ones for ults as you're levelling up. So we'll just go each of these, and then obviously the Tome of Illusions are good ones. I still haven't got myself the other 2 tomes through the Reputation. That's another thing to add to the goals list. I think most people forget about it. Yeah, I think they do. It's an easy one to forget. I knew there was one, but I couldn't remember the exact bits and pieces. Right, okay, so that done. Let's post that lot on. Run a post scan. Because then, look at that, the Crusader enchant, 2,400. Crafting cost, 11 gold. Hidden Satyr, 4,000 gold. Crafting cost, 31 gold. Heavy Hide, there's Cataclysm, there's 9,000 gold. Crafting cost 427, so all of these have some really nice profits on them. So let's get them all up. I mean, some of them sell for less, but it's worth getting those on. Okay, so those are my main restocks I wanted to get done. Let's move over to looking at our Tortollan rep, which is getting close here. So what I'd like to do is have a look, see if there are any world quests. We're going to have to probably Hearthstone back from here. That'll be a good one. Where am I at in regards to Mr. Potato 2? Oops, pressed the wrong button there. I haven't done a lot at the moment. I was thinking of getting a case, but then with us redecorating my living room, I'm thinking I might need to go for a case that is a bit more of a sort of home theatre type case. So I'm kind of haven't done a lot to Mr. Potato 2.0 at the moment, to be honest. It's taken a bit of a back seat as I've just concentrated on the gold making bits and pieces. But it's still there in the background. I'll be interested when 8.1 comes out and how the DirectX and multi-threaded improvements would work. I mean, obviously they're not going to be great. I don't think they can make a significant difference to Mr. Potato, but Mr. Potato 2 maybe. Right, let's have a look. Tortollan Seekers, we have a shell game, and we have a beachhead. So let's do I think we'll do a shell game first. Okay, let's move on over. My stream's extremely stable, kind of envious. I think that's down to the fact that my native resolution of my TV is only 1300 by 768, so it's barely over 720p anyway. So my overheads relatively are pretty low, which I think means that I can do a fairly stable stream, which is nice. And my internet is not great. It's 27 down and 6 up, but that's enough.
Good day to you.
Okay, right. Which one was it? This one, the shell game. Let's go. I think I'll go this one and round. That seems the best. Oh, there's a boat route as well, but actually I'm going to fly. Oh no, that's not a flight point. I was looking at the quest marks. Let's go. We might have to get a boat for this, in fact. Let's go have a look. Hold on. Boat down there. Come on then. Let's get a boat. Alright. The boat we want is here, because then we can go and do that there. Right, let's take a trip. You stream from 1440 down to 720, and even your process gets bogged down with running, streaming and recording VOD. Ah, yes. So I'm not recording the VOD. I don't record and broadcast, so that's one overhead. And then I use my graphics card to do the encoding, the NVENC encoding. So for me, it's kind of like fairly. It doesn't tax my graphics card too much because the game isn't being taxed too much. So that kind of works all right for me. Ah, good evening, Mushy. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. How's your weekend been? We had Oreo here, but he's taken a lie down on the floor because I think it was getting too hot. I tried that. For whatever reason, software processing appears to work better. Fair enough. It all depends on your system, really. Mine isn't, you know, I don't think my CPU is particularly getting taxed, and I don't think my GPU is particularly getting taxed at the moment. Although I think my CPU would struggle more than my GPU. I think my GPU's better relatively than my CPU at the moment. Right, what have we got here? Left at the port, and let's have a look. I'm not going to pick up any more quests just yet. What have we got here? Frenzied Fangtooth. Right, let's go on to Tortollan Seekers. So map wise we want Shell Game, that one. So let's follow this up the hill. Mailbox was good, thank you, Mushy. We had about 35,000 from the weekend sales, so I was happy with that amount. Let's go on up here. Because with the 1070 Ti, you think GPU would be better? Yeah, definitely. I'd expect way better with the 1070. In fact, I would be looking, when I'm upgrading to Mr. Potato 2.0, to not even go as high as that. I'll be looking at something like a 1060. I missed that one. Let's go this direction. Shell Game. There you are. I think you're up the top, aren't you? I need to go around the other side. See if I can. I've got to find you first. Here we go. Up the top. Right, turn that off. Your night is now complete. Excellent. So what professions are winners and losers making all this expansion? Well, for me, tailoring has been the winner so far. I think I haven't done all of them to know which ones are the winners, but I know a lot of people did well with inscription early on. Alchemy's probably taking a, depending on your server, that is, taking you a good amount of gold. Enchanting also, it all depends on the turn-ins as well. If you can make use of those, there's definitely gold to be had in any of the professions. Right, let's have a look. Let's go through these, and that, and that, and then that's the other one. Now that one we know we've seen already, so I can do that one. It's good to get some of them out of the way already, and then I can go through the rest. That's the red thing, and that's the teeth. So that leaves me with the red things down there, and the crab. Now I saw this poking out, so it gave the game away on that one. The shell is here, and then this one is right down here. Oh no, it's not. It's, no, that's teeth. Okay, so right, okay, here we go. So that's that and that. This one must be teeth, which is that, and then this one must be the armoured thing. There we go. A little bit closer onto the reputation. Also depends what time of the week, and Warfronts provide opportunity for profits. Yeah, definitely. For example, enchants sell like hotcakes on reset day. Right. Yeah, I'd like to get yeah, because reset day, people doing their mythic pluses, getting some new items, and then they'll want to put a nice new shiny enchant on it. So likewise, I'd probably want to do, here we go, sea salt flavoured, Storm's Wake. Where's Tortollan Seekers? I'm sure you're one of those. Did I? Oh, there it is. Beachhead is there. Let's go. Yeah.
Steady on ahead.
Might as well just put that on my list actually. Beachhead. And then I've got the little arrow to go for. There we go. Really confused why I got 11 from the contract reverse assuming. Yes, exactly. I get the extra rep bonus. Had to take a break shortly after launch, so all things are new to you. Yes, I mean, Professions, the general consensus, a lot of people were disappointed with Professions, and sales have gone down since launch, but they have steadied off as well. It's important to try and get the rank 3s if you can in anything, which is why I'm doing this Tortollan rep, because I want my cooking skill to get a bit higher, because I don't have the rank 3s, and I need to get my Tortollan rep up to at least Honoured, I think is next. So there's still some things there. I've got a few things I could probably make. Bountiful Captain's Feast is looking good there, profit-wise. Where are we at crafting cost now? 1,800, and the current min buyout is 2,000. So I could probably do with making some feasts, but I'd like to get the next level up before I start making those at least. And for that, I need Tortollan Seekers Honoured. You can still make gold. November so far 303k. That's a very nice amount, Mushy. And that's just the start of November. So very good. Oh, Oreo's back. Hello, mate. Slightly off camera. Come over this side. Let me say hello to Mushy. There we go. We've got an Oreo in the screen for a little while. Making decent amount of sales, finding the right stuff for your server. Exactly. That's exactly what you need to do. Find out what's good on your server. Alright, head north, it would appear, for the beachhead. Alright, where do we need to go? Ooh, looks like Kickers is needing some help, so let's help out. Might as well do a rare whilst we're here. You even take a break from WoW at the moment. Yeah, exactly. So you can make gold even from having a bit of a break. First BlizzCon, haha. How did you enjoy it, Mushy?
Tortollan begins its life amidst great danger, like these turtles here on the beach.
Right, here we go.
As they mate for the safety of the ocean. Have you come to speak to Oreo?
I am ready. Right, here we go. Defend the turtles. Sorry, seagull. Oh, I missed that one. Crabs. Could do crabs. Oh, it's an albatross, not a seagull. Need to get my bird species right. Missed that one. So that looks like it should have been a direct hit. My aiming's off sometimes, I think.
A turtle made it to the water.
Do that one. There's a crab. Spot the crab. I'm going to protect the turtles. I mean, oops, missed you there. Sorry. I haven't got my aim quite right there. It should be. There we go. That's right. There's a crab. I'll do a crab. There we go. That's a bit better aiming. At least we've got 6 of 12. And then we can do a few more. So you only do your bank. Oh, you've got Destiny 2 for free. Yes, exactly. So another game to try out if you're so inclined. Exactly, totems. Now I know what the meme was all about. You moved to Assassin's Creed. I've never played any of those Assassin's Creed series. Alright, come on crabs. Stop getting in the way. Missed that one. Sorry, turtles. Let's get this one instead. That should help me, as long as that crab doesn't get in the way. There we go. Okay, 1 bar left of reputation to go for. Always want to test if you just didn't do anything. Would the turtles make it? I don't know. Probably a good chance of it. How old do you think the person doing the voice is? Sage Nola. I would hazard a guess she's probably not that old. But I may be wrong. Someone does the voice in the new Star Wars movie. Could be 85. They die a horrible death. Do they? I would assume so. What have we got? Zoldazar and we have Voldun. 2 more to do. So let's go ahead over. We almost. Can we half now? Yes, we can half. Let's half back. Oh, she really is an old lady. Oh, excellent. Matches the voice well then. Yeah, I didn't even watch this year. Right, let's head on over to the other island. And get ourselves 2 more Tortollan quests if we can. I don't know if that's enough rep to get me where I need to go, but let's try it. Okay, so Zoldazar was one of them. Let's go for that one. Oh, she was in BlizzCon in a panel. Oh, fantastic. Right, okay, so quest-wise, Shell Game to the south, do that one. Now I did this one recently. Now I did this one and I saw a Brutosaur over here, which was fantastic. I'm going to have a look, see if it's still there. There it is, just there in the distance. Looks amazing when you see these in the wild. Really glad plans fell through this year, otherwise would have been angry to be there this year. I know there was a lot of people getting sort of irate over the Diablo release, but to be honest, on the whole, I think, you know, there's always something. If you're a fan of Blizzard, there's always something to get excited about. I mean, looking for me, you know, I wasn't expecting Warcraft 3, but that was fantastic to see that. There was an achievement for 3 of them. Find special vendor, buy food and feed them. Oh really? That's quite cool. I'll have to look that one up. Right, all new things. So this is going to be interesting to try and remember all of these. Now that one's the top. That was the first thing we did. And I also can hazard a guess that this one And this one, because I saw it peeking out. Ah, that was here, I think, wasn't it? Yeah. And then that somehow I thought was down there, but maybe I'm wrong. Yes, I haven't seen it yet. That was the other shell game. It was there. Oh, I've seen those. That's there, I think. And oh no, wrong one. There, that end. Wouldn't be angry that there wasn't enough staff. Wouldn't be angry they did such a poor job marketing what was going to be at BlizzCon. A lot of money to fly, hotel, basically no as much as you do sitting at home. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I've never been to a BlizzCon, so I can't speak for from experience, but I imagine a large percentage of BlizzCon is all about the atmosphere. And it's called eating out the palm of my tiny hand. Nice. Thank you, Route 1 2. I'll have to look that one up. Oh, what have we got? Quest discovered. Operation Blood Arrow. We've uncovered the location of high priority targeting in Nazmir for your briefing. Oh, okay. Well, we do need to go over there, I believe, for the last Tortollan one. No, it's not. It's in Voldun we need to go. For that beachhead. There we go. Let's do that one. There we go. Oh, McBainey, thank you ever so much for using your Prime. Thank you very much for your support. Very, very kind of you. Here's a whole load of summer chefs. Welcome to the Samadan squad. Thank you very much for your support. Did I just get that? No, I didn't. There we go. They did this time though. They hyped up the Diablo community, gave them a game directed at the mobile market. Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't familiar with that, the whole thing, so
How are you?
That's fair enough then in that case. Beachhead, let's go all the way up to the north. Enjoy that. Just about done with collecting enough polished charms to buy everything you want from the Battle Pack vendors. Okay, excellent. That's another thing ticked off. Just say there are multiple Diablo products in the works, and then they released a schedule and showed Diablo had the main spot. 5,500 charms. Okay, that sounds fairly dedicated. Let's enjoy the view as we go along here. I haven't seen this really in a lot of detail. I like that temple. I really must go and do some more dungeons, actually. I need to do some more PvP whilst I'm here. Do them on many tunes, it goes fast. Okay, fair enough. So what's on up there? It's another temple. A nice bit of jungle area. Ah, Six Moon, how are you? Yes, you do get outside. Well, I hope you enjoyed the gardening. Very therapeutic thing to do. I feel like you should have watched Bethesda's announcements. They released Fallout Shelter. They didn't hype it, and at least showed a screenshot of Elder Scrolls 3. Yeah, I guess it's understanding what the people are there for and making sure you at least cater to that. If people aren't there for the mobile game, then make sure that you've at least sort of given some information. I can see how that would work better. Notice that the doesn't agree with the statement though. If you look at the feedback, what was that? And then release schedule and show Diablo had the main spot. Right, okay. Yeah, I haven't, like I said, I haven't followed the community on it, so as a non-Diablo player, that looks nice, all that electric stuff. All about Diablo movie, but not as a replacement for the next franchise installment. There's necessarily anything about what they're going to show. They most likely never will. Right, let's have a look. Where are we at map wise? Oh, we're nearly there. Oreo's having a funny 5 minutes chasing an insect now. I've never seen him so active. Right, let's move round to the east. Shell game down here somewhere, I think. Let's take the drop. Shouldn't hurt too much. Let's run through this area. Try and avoid too much combat.
Tortollan begins its
There we go.
It's great danger. Like these turtles here on the beach. Defend them.
Okay, I am ready. Let's go for it. Let's do a bit of testing. Get that one down. A bit better. I think I have to make sure I aim lower. That's better. And then higher when I need to on those bits. It seems better like that.
A turtle made it to the water.
I'll catch up on the chat once I've done this. Oh, my aim's off. Sorry, turtle. Didn't get you in time. That was better. There we go. It's 5 of 12. Six. Come on, you little turtles.
A turtle made it to the water.
Nearly there. They're all coming in now. There we go. Oh, and we made it. Just. So we are now, reputation-wise, we are just honoured with Tortollan Seekers. Right, what did I miss out on, chat? Let's have a look. Where did everyone say? Had it as a main spot, should have announced at the same time they announced Switch. So, two people familiar with this fans announced mobile game and video. Okay. Ashcraven, did I miss something further from Ashcraven? What was that? Oh, I missed you up there, Ashcraven. Sorry. Looking to playing the auction house and have a question about the TSM tooltip data. Does the tooltip show a rough percentage of the chance an item will sell, or is it a different bit of information? It does show sale rate on the tooltip, which gives you an idea. I think, as Six Moon said, yeah, region sale rate. But yes, the sale rate basically gives you an idea as to how quickly something might sell. Now, which way shall I go back? Hold on a moment. I can't exactly fly back, so I might have to wait to Hearthstone back. It's another 2 minutes 24. Okay, in which case we're just going to do a bit of fishing whilst I wait for my Hearthstone. might as well. Maybe have some new recipes now. Yes, definitely. I missed that one. Okay, there we go. It's a Diablo stream now. Well, I'm all for people discussing whichever the conversation flows. Anything Blizzard related obviously goes. Multiple huge success, but not the current driver of player base, and that's the issue. No worries, totems. I think that's the thing is who's the market, who will play it. How much is a slimy mackerel? 33. Average purchase price 55. That's terrible. Let's just pick up some more whilst we're here. Trying to talk your wife into the Warcraft 3 remaster. Yeah, I think I'll be trying to get that with. I'll buy that with WoW Gold, I believe. I already have the original Warcraft 3 Collector's Edition, so I wouldn't really want to buy pre-order the remaster with real money. But if I can do it with gold, then definitely. Yes, Andrew tells me you're enjoying my character. That makes me really happy. I don't really understand Twitter, but I'd love to hear from you. Love, Marion. Oh, that's brilliant. You must like WoW. Very disappointed in the direction of this expansion went to. That's because WoW's been your game for whatever decade you're passionate about it. Yeah, I think a lot of people did get disappointed with BFA. Oops, clicked that too soon. For me personally, I haven't reached that stage. There are some things they could possibly have done better, but there are some things they got absolutely spot on with the quests and the storyline and the music. So it's kind of like 6 of one and half a dozen the other. And obviously, as a casual player, for me, I found I've still got plenty of content to do, but I know I'm very much behind the curve on that one. So I'm not exactly representative of your typical WoW player who is enjoying all the content and is ready to go through it all. TSM question, notice a few items on your crafting window are showing a sale rate of 1, and you know that's not true. I hadn't spotted that actually, Sixmoon. I wonder if TSM's data on it is out of whack perhaps, and they need to just get a few more data points before they can get an accurate one again. A room's reputation will end up being account wide. I did hear that, Ash Craven. It would be nice if it is, definitely. Where's Oreo got to? He's gone at the back now. Right, we need to fly up to the Tortollan hub so we can get ourselves some more cooking recipes. So that's going to be up here. Let's go for another flight. Did say Champions Azeroth will be made account wide at least. Okay. Question for me, was this an April Fool's joke? Yeah. You all have a phone, don't you? Yeah, I mean, rep farming is one of those things that I think if you've done it on one character, it would be nice to pass it on to the other ones. Yeah, it's fine on one character. Having to do it on lots, especially if you want to get all the professions, I think that could be tricky. Obviously, I'm still just doing it on Samadan, but having to do it all again for other characters would be frustrating. Or will be frustrating if that's what I have to do. Storm's Wake, we got 1. That we got 1. Right, okay. Your DK did the Bloodsail rep grind way back when. You would not want to do it again. Yeah. I think Bloodsail. Where am I at with Bloodsail? I think I'm hated. Yeah, I'm hated still with Bloodsail Buccaneers. From Classic. Finished, of course, on the main, but the alts still some for the emissary quests. Yeah. See, I'm so far off on my reputation. Where am I at? See, I'm still neutral with Champions of Azeroth. Right, let's close that down. Right, okay. What have we got? Let's have a look. That's it. Nate, sorry. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Your phone has no room for it. Pokemon Ingress Delta resources. That's it. I mean, my phone can't play any apps, so I'm way off the target market. I'm for a while to slow down release schedule, but to build out these expansions with proper testing, proper thought. Racing ahead's too fast. There's no time to fully develop these ideas. Battery on your phone wouldn't be able to handle the game. Yeah, my battery certainly wouldn't. Well, my battery is fine for the kind of phone it is, definitely. My phone can play Snake. That's as far as it goes. Right, so first things first. So we need Revered for the next rank 3, but we can at least get rank 2, Bountiful Captain's Feasts. It's the first thing I wanted. Anything else we can get yet? That's all Revered for all of these, unfortunately. But that's a start. So, having a look at this, let's, oh, these haven't actually gone on yet. We need to sort that out. Let's learn this. Actually, let's just have a look first. Look at our cooking. Yeah, Snake from the old Nokia phones, mushy. Game companies can provide for mobile devices a given. It's the new way of things. Certainly not the only way, no. No, there's plenty of other gaming things. You don't even use a cell phone. Even better, write one too. So I just wanted to look at what we currently have with, where has it gone? Bountiful Captain's Feast. Just turn my bags off. Bountiful Captain's Feast is currently telling me a 233 gold profit. So we've got a crafting cost of 1,800. A lot of that is down on the Redtail Loach being expensive. So let's just take that and look at what we get with rank 2 to see what happens there. And now we'll look at cooking. And Bountiful Captain's Feast is now 496 profit. It's even better. So obviously rank 3 is going to be better than that. 1,600 crafting cost. I can actually make use of that and start making some things, I think. Right, how many Bountiful Captain's Feasts? Well, we'll probably want to head back to our guild vault and pick everything up from the bank as well. So let's take a... Where's the Flight Master? There you are. There you are. And let's take a flight back. We could probably go to Dalaran actually, that would have been easier. But there we go. Let's enjoy the ride. What have I missed out on, chat? Today you found out Destiny 2 is not made for PC. Oh really? Okay. I wasn't even going to play it myself, but I claimed it anyway. You don't even own one. I think that's pretty good, right one too. But phones are clunky ways of gaming. Never played a game on a phone that has any depth. Basically in arcade games tend to be mainly clicking type games, aren't they? Is the money cow gaming? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they definitely want to enter that market because of that. Use a landline. Wow. See, I struggle with landlines. I use my phone for texting mainly. You play Go with your daughter? Nice. Pokemon Go have made over $2 billion. Really? Wow. Excited for the portal rooms. What are those? I haven't heard of those. Right, where are we at? Oh, ran out of water. Right, okay, so before Mushy reminds me, we haven't checked drums. Wow, that's brilliant, right one too. That's absolutely brilliant. Lockdown, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Storage Organ, they'll consolidate all the portals into one room. Oh, that would be good. That would be very good. You still have an S3. That's pretty good. The S3 is a good one. I'm still rocking my Nokia. The battery lasts 5 days and I'm happy with that. Okay, so what was I doing? Bountiful feasts. There we go. Oh, deep sea bag. Sold a couple of those. Wasn't as great content. What was available on All Access. Didn't miss out on much. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you, Blue. Okay, let's have a look. Bountiful Captain's Feast. Let's make some. Let's make some up. 496 gold. How many are on the auction house at the moment? I have 17 on the auction house at the moment, so I need to check my actual posting. But let's make a few more just to add to the flavour. Let's close that down. Let's add another 5 in. And then gather up what we need for that. Everything's in the guild bank, so let's open up the task list. Head on over. And then we'll check my group, because I think I've not been getting any sales of Bountiful Feast for a while, mainly because of my pricing structure. So let's have a look at what we can do to change that up. Cooked food. Let's take all the extras. Stringy loins, fish we need. Meaty haunch, ingredients from there. Where's the rest of your meaty haunch? It's going to be one of these. There it is. Ooh, TSM. Haven't had an error in a long time. Okay. Was flipping through the guild tabs while using task list to move from guild bank. There you go, do a reload. What did I miss? Tailoring came and went so fast you missed the boat. Now it's so much stuff that really that made me feel we want to phone. With the time, if you play games you have other means, apps, what do you really... That's fair enough, yeah. I was eventually forced to Discord and Twitch. That grew because you found what streaming was a day long window. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, there are a lot of communication apps, actually, definitely. Takes out of control, really booming fast moving news. Think it's going to implode. Could be. Don't Facebook. Never used MySpace either. Don't sound Instagram. Fair enough. I do have an Instagram, actually. There is a Samadan Plays Mail Instagram. There we go. Sorry, I was probably mumbling as well, Mushy. There we go. Right, okay, let's get these finished off first. There we go. exactly right one too. I mean, I hadn't even heard of Twitch myself up until about a year ago. So I've certainly been behind the times with some things. Right, what do I need? Stringy loins. Where can we get those from? Which tab has those? You have the stringy loins there. So you should be able to pick them up. Look, I'll do it for you. It's easy. Let's turn that off. Do it manually. No, it's struggling. Struggling today. I can hear it going in the background. But it just doesn't want to pick any of them up. Okay. Let's do another reload. Fix that one up. What caused me to start streaming? Well, once I heard about streaming, I kind of thought, well, this is something I'd quite enjoy. So I investigated it more, and then tried it out and thought, yeah, this is definitely what I want to do. And never looked back since. There we go. Let's take some of those. There we go. That was easier. There we are. Well, my bags are not full, so I should be alright on that front. Very strange. Okay, well, we can make some at least. We need a Pierre. We haven't had a Pierre out in a long time. Okay, crafting. Bountiful Captain's Feast. Let's make 5. Ah, look at the cooking hat doing its business. Right, so now I want to look at the group because... Oops, wrong one. There we go. I think my group is kind of a bit out of whack. My min is 1,700, which would be right. My normal is 3,500 and my max is 10,000. But I believe I have... Let's have a look at this. In my group for Captain's Feasts, we have 3 operations, and I believe I had match stack price on, which was causing me issues. Doesn't seem to be there on that one. It does on this one, and does on the 10s. So let's have another look now, and have a look at my auctions. Dero, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Keep guessing in chat window. Could not find the player to invite to the voice chat channel. You never use in-game chat channel. Started a few days ago. Oh right. No idea on that one. Right one too. Very strange. What did I miss here? So on Twitch, when you got into gold making, found a few people that really got big when I found Shay years ago. Ah yes, I missed the beginning of Shay. What else did I miss there? Oh, thank you, Deviated. Very kind of you. And thank you for the reminder, Mushy. Yeah, I'm running out of chance to do my Bountiful Captain's Feast here. So let's get these off, because these are too high. Let's take those off. Deep sea bags at 897. That is quite cheap. It's only giving me 155 profit, but profit's profit. And let's take these off at the moment, as they're going to expire before I'm next on. Okay, back on up. Let's finish off with some cooking. Where's my mailbox gone? It's hiding under there, isn't it? There it is. Let's open up all of those. We also need to add into our tailoring group the missing Honourable Combatants gear, where we have these ones I made. Let's add those in. That's not grouped at the moment, interestingly. Okay, well, let's put this a lot on. Charles go through start streaming from Assassin's Creed. For himself, you only play Creed when you stream. Each productive for today. Fair enough, Deviated. Hey, Agent Rusky, how are you? I'm doing very well here, thank you very much. We are just going through and popping on some bountiful Captain's Feasts. See if I can get them on for a decent price this time. I'm trying to get some good profits going. I haven't had any sales in 14 days. So let's see if I can sell them. Let's see, 2,000. Sell them for 2,000 and that's a 500 profit. So that's a reasonable amount. Let's pop those on for that. 4 stacks of 5. And then 2 stacks of 1. And then let's get the rest of those things on. Seal of Critical Strike. Is that actually worth putting on? 187. Yeah, barely. Barely worth putting on for that. We'll have to revisit that one, I think. Well, I need to revisit my enchanting later anyway. So let's just leave that for now. And what we'll do... those haven't gone on yet because I need to do a slash reload. So let's do that. Did that say Midnight Salmon was only 200 gold? It might well have done deviated because my Midnight Salmon was... it has been pretty cheap since BFA because I managed to pick it up cheap early on. You haven't made any honourable gear the last 2 weeks. Still sell a few a week. You need to check you still have some of everything. You did have over 200. Wow, that's loads.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Is it 900 on Storm Rage? Okay, that is expensive. Midnight Salmon has definitely dropped down in price. There we go. Here's the Honourable Combatants coming on. 4,000 for that. Good 2,000 profit. And then a great profit on the cloak if I can get that going. Don't know if the cloak's going to sell or not, but we'll give it a go. Salmon is 70 gold in your server. That's super, super cheap.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
So we're done with Samadan. Let's just quickly check Erfen for drums. Quickly jump on over. It's the other 2 fish that's hard to get affordable. Yeah, it's weird how the supply and demand does sort of rise and fall per server. I guess it's finding the good spots and fishing them really. See if you can find the pools. So Erfen, everything will most likely have expired. What have we got? Expires, let's take those. And it looks like we've probably got some drum sales again for Erfen. 2,800 gold. There we go, those are the drum sales. Let's take those. I mean, it's not a massive amount of gold, but for something quick, it's worth doing. Now, how are we doing for drums? How many can I make? Drums of Fury, I can still make 200 of them. I currently have 139 total, so I still have some. So let's just create a few more. It's just very few ponds. Is there? Right, okay. I'll just make a few of those. You could never get into fishing. Oh, I really enjoy fishing. It's really relaxing. Oreo agrees as well, don't you? Alright, we'll make a few drums and then we'll pop the rest of this lot on. Maybe make 50 drums or something like that. Do I sell mounts? I haven't been able to sell... Well, I haven't been doing any of the crafted mounts, no. So, no will be my answer to that. I certainly don't buy them and then sell them on for hire either. I've got a lot of pets on at the moment, but I don't have any mounts on. If you didn't have to click to pull up, you'd be cool with that. Oh, right. I guess otherwise it would be too easy then, really, wouldn't it? No, I haven't done any pet battles at all, really, Ashgraven, so that's another side of the game I've yet to explore. No, not even the tailor mount. And I probably haven't got a plushie either. That's good reminder, actually. Just hard to watch Netflix and fish at the same time. Yeah, can be tricky because you have to keep an eye on the screen. Oh, thank you, Juan Sanchez, for the follow. Very kind of you. Yeah, the flying carpet. I haven't actually made one myself yet because my mount collection is still tiny. I should do, really. There we go. Pirate hat. Yeah, I've got the pirate hat on. I think the mount makes most gold is the Sky Golem, but you need daily cooldown, so it's not easy. Yes, the Sky Golem is one of those consistent ones, certainly, and the Vial of the Sands is another. I'm going to pop all this lot on. Brought up Wampa and can't wait for the Naga baby. Yeah, that does look cute. Alright, loads of stuff here. Really high prices. Not sure any of that will sell. So we'll try it. The main thing that does sell is the drums, so we'll make sure those go on. 93 gold, we're looking at 79 gold profit on those. So that's a very nice price. Drums being at 93. We'll go with that. 4 of 20. 1 of 10. Run through that. Got 7,000 gold on Erfen, so decent amount. Right, okay, so actually we just lost a load of gold. What did we post that was that much cost in deposits? Must have missed that one. Okay, I'll have to check back on that one. Around 60k on your server as well. You want to get the Direwing Hatchling. Nice. You only have 100,000 across all your tunes. Well, we've all got to start somewhere, Ashcraven. It's amazing how much, once you start focusing on making gold and not spending it, it's amazing how quickly it goes on. Right, okay, I think it's already late, so I'm going to finish up there because I've got a busy day of work tomorrow. So I think I think I'm done with everyone for now. So I want to say a big thank you to everyone who hung out in the stream tonight. I really, really enjoyed your company. Let's see if we can find someone to pass on some love on to. And it looks like... now, who have we got on? We have a choice. We've got Sharken's on and Skits is on. I'm going to go for Sharken as... Actually, no, I haven't done Skits in a while. Skits is obviously a lot more upbeat than me. So, if you enjoy your beatboxing as well as your gold making, let's give It's Skits a send over some love. He's just got back from BlizzCon himself. And complete opposite of me, definitely. He is indeed. I saw a lovely picture of him and Gumdrops on Twitter, so I have to catch up on their news. So let's send a host over to Skits. Slash host. There we go. He always says to yourself, someone needs to calm down. He gets too excited sometimes. Exactly. It's a terrible state. Okay. So we'll send the host over to Skits. So be warned, a lot more upbeat than myself. But it's late here for me, so I'm going to bid you all good night. Thank you ever so much for hanging out in the stream. I will be back on hopefully on Wednesday if I'm not too tired. Until next time, good night. And I'll certainly pass a hug on to Oreo. Good night and farewell.